Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook, case number 19, Cloudy with a Chance of Murder. Now, before we get to figure out who murdered Clifton Grady, I want to let you guys all know, stay tuned for the additional investigation after this video. That is where I'm going to be promoting some of my recruits that have been with me for a while and have really been commenting and liking a lot of my videos. So yeah, quick turn on the television, Commissioner Ace. Richie LaCroix, your victim's employer, is making an announcement. Only here on JTS can you get the inside scoop on the death of Clifford Grady, public figure, monster, and the reason for Hurricane Ives. It's time to celebrate this death. Why not a party at his old home? And stay tuned for juicy details on his gruesome murder. Oh, I can't believe it, Ace. Richie LaCroix is putting our murder case on television in a celebration party at the victim's house. This could turn into a fiasco. Yeah, you're right. We need to talk to Richie right away. And we better go take a closer look at our victim's courtyard before people vandalize the place. Yeah. Okay. I have a feeling, yeah, we need to go here first for sure. Oh, monkey. Food basket. Faded paper. Now we gotta find the real stuff. Wooden bucket. And glove. You impressed me time and time again, Ace. Can't wait to see what you find in that food basket. And there's this complaint letter. All I can see is it's against the victim, but the file's ID number is washed out. If we figure out the number, we'll know what the complaint was about. And if anyone can decipher it, it's you, Ace. Darn right. But I have a feeling in the food basket we're going to find something very revealing. I still think that the one chick, he had a relationship with the therapist. I think you're onto something, Ace. This torn up photo you found in the food basket. I hope you're able to repair it. Let's see if I'm right. Because he's going to have a relationship with someone. Yep. Pat on the back, Ace. You pieced that photo together like a pro, and it's got our victim on it. The photo says, "I love you, Uncle." So that little girl must be his niece. Isn't she a cutie pie? What's that, Ace? You say you recognize her? Oh my, it's the same girl from the memorial invitation, the one who died in the storm. So that means Grady is the girl's uncle, which would also make him related to the mother, Marie. Why didn't Marie tell us they were related? You think she's hiding something? I agree, Ace. We need to speak to her again. Oh, snap. But as always, I'm going to try and get the labs all started first. That's got to be a U. That's got to be a E. That's got to be a Q or a G. It's this one. Nice. I knew I could count on you, Ace. I'll send the complaint code straight to Hannah for you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. 9 hours, perfect. Hey, Mr. LaCroix, we saw you on TV, but what about a murder and inciting the public to celebrate it? If you're disrupting Commissioner Ace's investigation. That's part of show business, Cookie, making stories up. I intend to stage Grady's murder in an interesting way to keep audiences entertained. Oh, please don't name me after food, sir. And you're not allowed to make up stories about Grady's murder. It's my station, my rules. Heck, I can make whole stories on my favorite Cajun spiced recipes if I wanted to. With all the animosity against Grady, people will be glued to the TV to watch him die. Maybe I'll even do part of the story in French. Make this story go worldwide. You're taking advantage of Grady's murder for your own gain makes you a prime suspect. I hope you're conscious of it. Me? A suspect? Why not make my cat a suspect while we're at it? Audiences will love that. Anything to make my ratings soar, sister. Nothing sells like scandal. Well, dude, you have like all of the all of the telltale signs of what we need. Yes, Clifford was technically my brother, but I don't consider him family, not after letting my daughter die. I understand your distress, Miss Bordeaux. Your daughter died in Hurricane Ives, a hurricane in which your brother failed to forecast. But perhaps you're taking your anger out on him rather than the storm itself. I have a brother too, and I know sometimes I don't care about your brother. You don't know anything about losing a child. I was out teaching French lessons the day that the storm hit, so I couldn't look after my daughter, Colette. And so I sent Colette to Clifford's house. He had agreed to watch her that day. I even sent over my famous Cajun gumbo for them to eat for dinner. I hoped she'd at least had one good last meal. It was Clifford's responsibility to keep her safe, and yet he failed to protect her. What kind of a person saves himself rather than his niece? I can never forgive Clifford for this. Colette's death is on him. Okay, you may be the murderer. I did not know that part of the story. I'm gonna guess it's her. But anyways, guys, see you guys back in 9 hours. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's get on with the rest of the game. Well, using the code Ace pulled off of the complaint, I did a little digging around the court clerk's office and found the file against our victim. The plaintiff accused Clifford Grady of being a heinous, murderous monster who needs to be arrested and punished to the fullest extent for killing my cat. What? Grady killed someone's cat? How cruel. Well, in any case, the complaint was filed by a certain Agatha Christmas. Agatha? Well, that's Grady's landlady. And Grady's killed her cat? And you're right, Ace, we need to speak with her. There's one more thing I heard, Ace. I heard that Ace found evidence that the killer eats Cajun food. Not to lay any suspicion, but I remember Cajun Food Fridays back in high school, and Peggy Pascal was always first in line. Well, duly noted. Another Cajun food eater on our suspect list. You think Agatha could be a match as well? Well, only one way to find out. Let's go speak to her. Agatha Christmas. I swear, it gets me every time. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Good job, developers. Good job. Oh, Whiskers. I miss her so much. My poor kitten's having such a hard time without her mama. That Grady is a criminal, a murderer. Anyone who kills a poor innocent cat deserves to die a miserable death. Well, let's maybe calm down a little bit before we throw words out like die and miserable death. Are you sure Grady killed your cat? He didn't predict the weather storm. It was him for sure. He claimed he was allergic, but then why didn't he just get a wiggle and move on out rather than kill her? He was feeling envious of the attention my Whiskers was getting. I never shared with him the Cajun spices biscuits I made for her. What, you think Grady killed your cat because he was jealous of it? He told me himself. He went too far on this one. If Grady wanted a war with me, he sure started one. Man, the people in this district are crazy. From all the facts we've gathered, Ace, it's clear that our victim, Clifford Grady, was quite a despicable guy. His landlady seemed pretty sore about her killing her cat, and Marie Bordeaux blames him for her daughter's death, even though he's her brother. Yeah, and Richie LaCroix is using the murder to bring viewers to his channel. There's certainly a cloud of suspicion over him. And now the weather is starting to get overcast again. But that won't cloud your judgment, will it, Ace? Thanks to your investigation skills, I think this case is starting to close up. Oh my goodness, you're right. The rain might wash away the clues. We need to hurry back to the crime scene, Ace. I keep looking to the left. I really need to look up, but I like to look to the left when I roll my eyes. I don't know, it's just something I do. But man, never go back to the crime scene. Always go back to the crime scene. If there's anything that you guys should learn from Criminal Case, you always go back to the crime scene. Videotape, burnt wood, feather duster. Let's go to dog, food box, microwave, and burnt wood. Oh, there it is. Huh. Way to catch those clues before the rain came in. Could be hiding under that pile of debris. You'll get to the bottom of it in no time. And that food carton looks like it has some red residue on it. Not the tastiest sight. Could this be a clue? Oh, that's brilliant, Ace. Our killer eats Cajun food, and this carton was filled with exactly that. Think you can collect a sample off the carton? You'll catch that killer very soon, Ace. I just know it. Aw. That's the one thing I like. Amy has a blind faith that I'm gonna get everything right. Although, I'm looking forward to Frank coming back in. Oh, this is kind of far down. Paintbrush. Oh, because he painted the raincoat. That's right. And Commissioner Ace does it again. Way to find out the paintbrush under all that debris. Is that blood on the brush? Ugh. I wonder if it was used to paint something. Ace, you're right. The paintbrush is covered with blood, and we know the killer wrote the message on the poncho with the victim's blood. Told you. Which means the killer must have used his paintbrush to write on the poncho. Of course, Ace. I'll send the brush to the lab straight away. Told you guys. Alright. Let's see, what can we find in here? I don't know what that residue is. Is it lipstick? It's a weird place to have lipstick. We already know it's Cajun food, so I'm very curious as to know what this is. Is it blush? We've really got to get quite the detective eye, Ace. I'll send that substance you found on the Cajun food box to the lab for you. Thank you. So thoughtful. Alright guys, I will see you guys then. Probably get all the stars and wait to see who's gonna wrap this up. Let's look at the suspects list. I'm gonna guess it's probably red lipstick is what that is, even though I don't know what it is. I want to say it's her. I'm just going to throw it out there. It's her. I don't know. I'm just going to guess. And we'll see in a little bit. See you guys in a little bit. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Case number 19, Cloudy with a Chance of Murder. And we're going to figure out who killed Grady. Alright, I'd like to give a shout out to Ashley D. Pascal and Tintin Makantantan. Gosh, I hope that's right. Alright, anyways, let's do this. Way to put 2 and 2 together, Ace. As you had suspected, the blood found on the paintbrush matches the blood on the poncho. And no surprise, it matches the victim's blood. This is definitely the work of our killer. Painting messages in blood? Quite a disgusting hobby if you ask me. Well, I couldn't pull any prints off the handle of the brush. I did find something peculiar in the bristles. All the bristles are made with synthetic hairs, except for a couple of loose strands I found, and those were human hair. It doesn't match the victim's hair, so there's no mistake. The killer has black hair. Oh, I might be right, man. I guessed it was his sister. Well, nice catch on pulling out the substance off the food carton, Ace. After careful examination, I can conclude that your killer enjoyed this meal very much. Well, why do you say that? Because the box was licked clean. The substance you sent me was lipstick. It's lipstick, so the killer is a woman? Nice, Amy. You know better than to do such sweeping generalizations. Take example on Ace, however. The lipstick you collected from the carton also contained dead skin cells, and with those cells, it was easy enough to confirm that the killer is indeed a woman. Well, I knew it. That was a brilliant find, Ace. Now we know our killer is a woman. I was right. I think you've done it again, Ace. You've collected enough clues to determine who Clifford Grady's killer is. Thanks to you, I've participated in another successful murder investigation. Forget anniversaries. This deserves a bottle of sparkling grape juice. You're right. It's not finished yet. I got ahead of myself. Go and arrest the killer, Ace. I like this district. I really like it. Oh, it could be her, too. Nope. It's who I thought it was. Grieving mother. Guilty. I'm shocked, Ms. Bordeaux, but all the evidence Commissioner Ace found points straight to you. You murdered Clifford Grady? Me? A murderer? Don't be a fool, sweetheart. I'm just a mother coping with the grief of a lost loved one. Well, killing is not a proper way to cope. It all adds up. The French lessons, the hair on the paintbrush. Oh, so you found a paintbrush. What's this got to do with me? Well, there's more. Commissioner Ace found your skin cells on your leftover Cajun food carton. We know you killed Clifford. Don't you feel any guilt at all for what you did? Guilt is a crime to remove a weed. Oh, guilt? Is it a crime to remove a weed that is hurting all around him? Thanks to me, finally those who have been grieving can feel some retribution. But he was your brother. How could you do that to your family? He is not family. Family is about love, and family would never leave a young girl unprotected during the storm. That's the opposite of love. Even if you were feeling grief, murder is no way to cope with it. Marie Bordeaux, you are under arrest. Marie Bordeaux, you are charged with the murder of Clifford Grady, the weatherman. Oh wait, was it that grumpy guy on TV? Maybe the station will get someone more chipper this time around. We all want pleasant weather forecasts, don't we? Anyway, Miss Bordeaux, you claim to have killed him to avenge the death of your daughter. Wait, the victim was your own brother? You don't understand, Your Honor. Because of him, I lost my beautiful daughter, my only child. Do you know what this day would have been? Her 10th birthday. She should have been alive for it. And when he didn't even show up to his own niece's memorial, that was the last straw. I had to do something, or I'd never get over my grief. Well, let's just hope the saying, time heals all, rings true, because you'll have plenty of time in prison to heal your grief. Ms. Bordeaux, for the gruesome murder of Clifford Grady, this court sentences you to 10 years with a chance of parole in 5? Come on. Trevor Finn got life for feeding a guy to a shark. That is not as bad as that, as using a wood chipper. He was trying to protect the environment. Sorry, my heart goes out to Trevor Finn in jail. Well, there you have it. Another case solved thanks to you, Commissioner Ace. Though I can't help my gloomy mood, the loss of a daughter and a brother, quite a sad family affair. I'm thankful my family doesn't have all those kinds of drama. What's that, Ace? Why do I have a poncho on? Well, if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's that you can never be too prepared for when the next storm hits. Alright, maybe I'm being a bit overly cautious. I just think it's fun to wear. Oh, Amy. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the additional investigation, where not only will we wrap up this part, but I'm going to be, I believe, giving promotions to 2 individuals. And they're going to be up from their recruit status. So, see you guys all in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.